We're due for a break right now, but let me just come to you, Dr. Martin Koyabe there. And the question still on the tallying, because we're back to where we started. Whether the tallying is of the forms or automatic, that is a big question here. These logs, as I went through them, just said that there was activity in the system and not that the tally was affected in any way. And the question that really begs is, how was this tallying done? I don't know if you've gone through it and maybe you have that particular query as well, because it just shows there was activity, but it was not affected. The tallying was not affected in any way. Did you decipher that yourself?
Yeah, I think we need to be honest
with
the viewers, who I'm sure they're listening very carefully. And let's just break it down in terms of how this is being verified. I think there are two issues here. One is the issue around the qualitative assessment of how this was conducted, and the quantitative. Quantity is the numbers. So we are looking at how many voters went to the polling station and voted, and what is the figure that we get at the end in Form 34C, and of course the rest of it. But qualitatively, how was this conducted? So if you look, for example, at the polling station, we know very well that every Form 34A was signed by the presiding officer, it was signed by the agents, and it was signed by other, I think it was also the other IEBC officials who were there. So that form, once signed, it is sent over. So then we follow the process of saying, when it is sent over, how is it received at the tallying center, which was at Bomas of Kenya? Now, you and I know very well that there were specific security features that were put on each of those particular forms. So therefore, through those particular security features, including the ultraviolet light, including the wording of the numbers, including the anti-copy features and watermarks that were on those particular forms, that enabled the received form to be authenticated as what it's supposed to be. And then remember that each particular file that was uploaded onto the portal, or rather, each particular file that was sent to the portal was uploaded immediately, and with that particular file has what we call a timestamp, which is part of the security feature to ensure that that timestamp gives the amount of time that it's supposed to be taken for that particular form to be uploaded. And it's supposed to be within a specific limit, so that you know that that form hasn't been tampered with. And that is one of the issues that we need to be looking at, because looking at the features, that would give you the confidence that the form that is in the portal would be the same form that was transmitted from a particular polling station. Let's give it for the benefit of the doubt that there was some hacking that was supposed to go on in order to tamper with those particular forms. Then you would want to look at the time it takes to edit a specific image form, a form that has been sent as an image. They edit it and then upload it. It takes quite a while, and to do that for roughly about, I think we were calculating.
8 minutes that we saw from the affidavit? Was it 8 minutes?
Exactly.
So
to do that delay? For those particular 10,000, I think it was 11,000 forms within 8 minutes. It's almost an impossible feat. And this is why we have to be honest, Dibal, to the citizens of Kenya and to those of us who are in the technical field, of the truth of the matter. It doesn't matter what people come up with in terms of the flavoring of the issue, but we have to stick to technology, stick to what it gives and what it says. What I'm seeing here is looking for a problem in order to justify the means of a specific case, which is not the way it works in forensics, unfortunately.
So I can see Professor Nyamwea is not really agreeing with you on the timing issue. I don't know if that is the case as well. And I want just to give him an opportunity to respond on that as well. What do you have in your mind?
That how long it takes to edit. So that would depend on
But
expertise.
he raises a very important point.
Yes.
Yeah, if it's 8 minutes, that is the delay that we could see from this affidavit. And for you to use that particular 8 minutes to make a turnaround with almost 46,000 of forms, how practical is that?
You don't have to do,
within 8 minutes.
you don't have to do 38,000 of them or 46,000 of them. You could do the specific ones that you want to change if you have to affect an outcome. But the 8 minutes, I don't know, is based on what? Because I don't have
from the affidavit?
From the affidavit.
Yes.